This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Now, TCD means it's a test case design where you are going to provide some test data here. Guys. You are going to provide a test data. You are going to execute the test cases with multiple sets of data. Okay. You can able to, there is a Excel sheet kind of sheet where you can able to provide the test data here. Guys. You can able to provide the test data. Okay. Practically, we'll see the TCD, how we are going to implement the TCD. So we have seen something previously. First, we are going to create one folder. Then we are going to attach a test sheet for that. Test sheet. Then we are going to create an attribute. Then you are going to create the instances for that. Then you are going to add the test data. So these things what you are going to do it. These things what you are going to do it. So I have a login test case. I want to execute the login test case with 3 different test data, the 4 sets of data I want to execute. So at that time you are going to provide the data in the test sheet and you are going to attach the test sheet to the test case so that it will execute, guys. So that it will execute. See here how it is. I'm going to show that. Right click, I am going to create a folder. Okay, TCD folder, TCD3 we can keep it, TCD3. Okay, so this is the test case folder. I'll go to the test case design. I'm going to right click, new folder. I'm going to make it as TCD3. Okay, here what I'm going to do, it means I'm going to provide the test data here. I'm going to provide the test data here. Okay, how I am going to provide the test data here means, first I'm going to right click here on this. You can see sheet here. This is the test sheet. I'm going to click on this. Okay, I'll keep the same name, test sheet. You are going to get a sheet. After creating the sheet, you need to create an attribute. Attribute means for which attribute you are going to give the values here. For which it's an email or it's a password, anything is an attribute here. Email, password, anything is an attribute. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to give an attribute as email. For the email ID, I'm providing the data. Email ID, I'm providing the data. Okay. Then I'm going to right click on the email ID. I'm going to create some instances. Instances means you are going to provide the multiple sets of data as an instance here. Create one instance. Okay. This is for the email instance. Okay. If you want. Under this, see here, if I'm going to click this, there is the instances. In the instances, I have an email here. Okay. See here, guys. Again, I'm going to delete this. Again, I'm going to create it. Test sheet. Right click. I'm going to create an instance. For the instance, that the attribute, I'm going to give something like email. Okay. So if you are going to right click with the email, that attribute, okay, I'm going to create an instance. So I have created one instance here. See here, email, under email, there is an instances. One instance. So I'm going to give some mail ID here, guys. I'm going to give some email. So this is one mail ID. Next, I'm going to give the other sets of mail IDs also. One mail ID I have given. Okay. Again, I need to create again one more. I'm going to create an instance. So I'll give one more name. Here I need to give. So I have given here. I'll go to the test sheet. Okay, these two I have given. So again, I need to create one more. Right click. I'm going to create an instance. Okay, I'll give one more guess. So I have given the test data like this. Test data like this. So every time I'm going to execute, it has to pick one data from this. It has to execute. So at that time, go to the test sheet. Go to the test sheet. See, first you are going to create an attribute. In the attribute, you are going to create the instances. In the attribute, you are going to create the instances. So this is first thing. Second thing, what you are going to do, it means, second thing, here you have a test sheet. I need to create an instance for the test sheet. Create an instance. So I can use something like test case 1. Okay. Again, I am going to create an instance 3 times because I need to give the data. TC2. Again, next one is TC3. So 3 instances we are going to create it this. Now you need to select the drop down here. You need to select the data. First data for the first test case. Second data for the second test case. And third one I am going to select for the third test case. So these things as done. Okay. Now Excel is ready here. Excel sheet is ready. Now what you need to do, it means here you need to go, okay, you need to go to the test cases. You need to go to the test cases. Okay. You need to go to the test cases. Okay. Now see here, guys. I'm going to copy a test case. I'm going to paste it here, guys. Just one moment, guys. I'll be back. Okay, now see here. I'm going to copy a test case from this, a basic test case. I'm going to copy a login test case. It's a basic login test case. I'm going to paste it in this. I'm going to paste a test case. So now what I have done, it means, here already I have in the test case design, I have prepared a template like this. Now I need to go to the test cases. First, I have a test case here. What you need to do, it means you need to right click on this. You need to convert this into a template. Test case you are going to convert into template. You can keep the T symbol here, guys. First thing. Second one, you are going to check for the errors. Is there anything in the template? So check template. Okay. Done with this. Next step means you need to check, is there any schema name here, guys? See here. Is there any schema name here? Any schema name here, you need to check it. Any schema name, there is no schema name. Then I need to attach a Excel sheet to this case. I need to attach a Excel sheet. I need to go here to the test case design. I need to go to the test case design. I need to drag the sheet. I need to drag the test sheet. Okay. From here, go to the test case. You need to leave on the test case. On the test case, you are going to leave it. Now you can see the test case name here. You can see here, guys. Test sheet. Before that, there is no schema name at all. Now you can able to see here, guys. Test sheet. You can able to see here. So done till here. So after this, what you need to do, it means after this, okay, go to the process where you have provided the login details. Okay, remove this. Okay, now here I need to use the Excel data here. Excel of email also directly you can give. Here, or you need to go to the test case design. This email ID you need to drag it from here. You need to drag this email ID to the test cases, and you are going to leave it here. You can get Excel of email. That's all. Excel of email, because already the Excel is attached here. You can see here. For the test case, the Excel is attached here. Test sheet is attached. So you need to drag and drop this. You will get Excel of email. So till here, clear, guys? What we have done it?
Yes,
Till
sir.
here. Okay. Okay. Now see here, guys. Now, what exactly we are going to do, it means we are going to execute this. Before executing this, Okay, this is the test case. You need to create an instance of the test case. You need to create an instance of a test case. Okay, right click. We have something called create template instance. Already we have created a template. Now see here once. If you want to execute this one, if I'm going to right click, it will not show any run option because the test case has been converted into a template. Whenever the test case is going to convert a template, we cannot able to execute. And one more thing is, here it is planned. We need to make it as here completed. The test case is completed. You need to make it this. Test case is completed. Test case is completed. So if you want, again, we are going to check for the converter already to check template. So template, everything is correct. No errors has been found. Now I am going to convert this test case into a. I am going to convert. See, I have only one test case here, guys. I cannot able to run a template. I cannot able to run the template. If you want to run a template, you need to create an instance. I am going to right click on this. I am going to create a template instance. Template instance. It is going to ask start instantiation now. Okay, it is going to start the instantiation. Okay, it is going to create some instantiation. It is going to create it. Okay, I am going to give yes. So now see here, there is a template. It has been created one instance here. It has been created the instance here. Now if you are going to open the instance, we have the test cases with different data here. Test cases with different data. 3 times now I have given 3 sets of data here. See here, guys. Here, how many sets of data I have provided, that many it is going to create. That many it is going to create. Now I'll come to the test cases. Right click here. I am going to execute this. If I am going to run this, it is going to execute this. Already we have a browser here. Wait, because already the browser is open there. So I have closed. Again, I am going to execute now, guys. Again, I am going to execute now. Again, I am going to execute now. I'll go to the test cases. Right click. Run in Scratchbook. So done with the starting first one. Now it is going to open the second one. Login. So it is going to log in. So log out. Again, it is going to log in. It is going to log out. So done with this. Done with this. Okay. Now I'll open the results. So you can able to see it here. You can able to see it here. But that everything got passed. These are the test cases. I have created the instance. So we don't want these models. Whatever the models you require, you can keep it that way. Okay. Now see here. We'll go to the test case design here. Okay. In this section. So I'm going to create one more instance case. I'm going to create one more instance. I'm creating one more instance case. I'm creating. Outlook.com. So for the Excel sheet also, I'm going to create an instance. I'm going to add one more test case. So TC4 4. The last one I am going to select it here. Sorry guys, I need to delete this one. So I am going to create one more instance. I'll give the data here. So here I'm going to use the last data. Done with this. So now four times the same test case has to execute with 4 times for 4 different sets of data. Now I'll go here in the template. I can see only 3 sets of data. 3 times it is going to fourth test case. It is not going to take it. Fourth test case. So at that time, what you need to do, it means you need to do something like reinstance. Right click here. There is something called reinstance. Reinstantiate the instance. I'm going to do the reinstantiate. So I'm going to click on this. Now after this, it is going to do it. You can get the fourth test case. Now see here, you can get the fourth test case has been loaded. Fourth data is going to be loaded there. Now I am going to execute this. Now all the 4 times it is going to execute this. I am going to right click here. I am going to run this in a scratch book. So it is executed. All the 4 times it has been executed. Okay. Now you can see the results here in the scratch book. So like this, you can able to see the results. Till here clear, guys? We'll go for the next one. So do you have any doubts in this till here?
No, sir.
Okay. So you are clear with this. Okay. Next one is we'll see some conditions here, guys. We'll see some conditions and loops in Tosca. Conditions in Tosca. So we have loops also. Conditions and loops. Conditions and loops in Tosca. So we are going to work with the conditions and loops in Tosca. We'll see one by one with the example what exactly we are going to do with the conditions and loops. First, we'll see with the if condition, guys. We'll see the if condition. Okay. First one is we have something like if else. If else is one condition. If else. Okay, that is one condition. Second one is here. Okay, we have something like conditions. We see if else then. If else then. We'll see these 2 conditions first. Okay. Now, what we can do it here means we'll take an example. We'll take one example. Now, first think like this. I need to click on, we have a scenario like this. I need to click on register button. I need to click on register button. Okay. First one. Then I need to register the details. I need to register. So this is the scenario. But what is the problem is sometimes you can see this. If we had already logged in, we have already logged in, we cannot see register button. We cannot see the register button. I'll show the scenario. So we'll open a Chrome. So this one is there. If this page is there now, I am asking Tosca to click directly on register and do the registration details. Okay. First one. Sometimes what happen now, I am going to log in. If this page is there, what we need to do it? This page is there, what we need. Sometimes what happen now, if the page is like this, what we need to do it? We are asking Tosca to log out, and then you need to do the register. Then only you need to do the registration. Okay. Now see here this. Now I can write a condition here. Okay. What I can write means a condition here. For this if condition, I am going to use it. I am going to use something like if condition here. If condition, I am going to use it. Okay. Now if means you need to write some condition. Okay. Then execute this. Else do this. So this is the condition. Okay. I am going to say that how you are going to use this condition. Okay. First, what way I'm going to do it means I'll write, we have something like if statement here. If, okay. And we are going to if, then we are going to mention a condition here. Condition. Okay. Then after this, we have something like then. Okay. Then and else will be there. What we need to do it. Okay. So these are the 4 steps. Step by step, we are going to do it. If condition is there, we are going to make some condition there. Okay. Then and else. Okay. Now here, see here. I have a condition here. Then I have a then. Okay. What I need to do it. Okay. So see here, guys. Here, if I'm going to write a condition here, what condition I'm going normal condition I'm writing here. If just I'm writing normal English words. I'm not writing any like condition kind. If register is visible. If register is visible. Register button I can mention. If register button is visible. Register button. If register button is visible, that is a condition. Then what you need to do? Okay. Here I can write. Then what you need to do it now? Click on register. And enter do registration. Okay. If register button is visible, click on register and do registration. Okay. Else, if it is not visible, now else means here what will happen? Register button is not visible. Button is not visible. Then what you need to do it means? Then click on logout. Okay. You need to click on logout. Okay. Now I am going to click on logout. Then it has to do the registration. Logout. Then it will click on registration. Then click on register and complete registration. or undo registration. Okay, now see here guys. So this is the thing. So if it's a if else then, okay, what we are going to do, it means if means I'm going to give some condition guys. I'm going to give condition. If this condition, the condition what I am going to give, what the condition is going to satisfy, if the condition is going to satisfy, then this one will execute. Which one? This one will execute. This one will execute. If it is going to satisfy, this line of code will execute. Execute. Okay. Else, if this condition is not satisfied, then it will go to the else. Now I can say, if condition is not satisfied. So I have given the condition here. If this condition is not satisfied, this code will execute. This code will execute. Okay. Again I am going to explain you once again, guys. Again I am going to explain you once again, guys. Okay. Okay. Getting or not, guys? I'll explain once again.
Getting, sir.
Okay. See here, we have three things here. First one is if. If is there. After this, after if, we have a condition here. We have a condition here. After if, we have a condition here. After condition, you have a then. Then here. Okay. So then else. So these are the things are there. Okay. Okay. Now what you need to do it. First one is anywhere you are going to keep some condition here, guys. You are going to keep some condition here. I will keep the condition here. If register button is register, okay, register button is visible, so I can able to see the register button. If the register button is visible, then what you need to do? Then what you need to do? Okay, I need to do the registration. I need to do the registration. Okay, so for that, what you have a like what you can do. I can write register. Then here what I am going to say that click on register. Click on register. Undo registration. Undo registration. So click on register, undo registration. Okay. So this is one. Okay. This is something called, okay, if else. If then else. Okay. Else what you are going to do it now. Okay. What you are going to see, if this button is visible, do this. Else, if here, if the button is not visible, register button is not visible. Register button is not visible. Register button is not visible. Okay. Register button is not visible. Okay. What we need to do it? Button is not visible. What you need to do it with if register button is not visible, what you are going to do it? The condition is not satisfied. Again, what you are going to do it here means you need to click on register button is not visible. You need to first click on logout. First, you need to click on logout. After going to click on logout, then click on register. Click on register. Undo registration. Undo registration. Undo registration. So you can understand the thing what I'm saying here, right, guys? How I am going to write
Yes,
a
sir.
condition. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Practically, can we do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now see here, guys. Now I'll go here. I'll go here. So I'm create one test case here, guys. I'll create one test case here. One folder I am going to create here. One folder. Okay. So conditions one I can keep it. conditions 1. Okay, I am going to keep this condition 1. Okay, in this, first what I am going to do is I am going to create one test case. I am going to create one test case. I am going to create one test case. So TC1 test case 1 I have created. Okay, in the test case I am going to right click on the test case. You can see this one, guys. So this is a if statement. This is a if statement. You are going to create a if statement. This is the if statement, guys. If statement you are going to create here. If statement you are going to create here. Okay. If statement you are going to create here, guys. Okay. Now see here, guys. Now see here. I am going to click on this. Okay. If it is there. Okay. So after if, you are going to right click here. You can add a else statement also. You can add it here. See here. If I am going to keep if, condition then will come. So if you want else statement, again you need to right click. You need to add a else statement. So if condition else it is there. All the three are there. If condition then else. So the same thing is if condition then else. All the four are there. First one I need to check this one, guys. Register button is visible or not. Only register button is visible or not. Okay. Register first condition. In that condition, I am going to click on the condition here. Here I need to add the step. Here I am going to add the step here, guys. Okay. So I am going to add one step here. I am going to add only one step here in the condition. See here, guys. I am going to add this step. What is the step means? I am checking in the debug web shop. Register button, rather register button visible equal to true. I am going to verifying it. I am going to action modes. I am verifying it, guys. I am going to verify whether the button is true or not. Only one step I have added. Only one step I have added. Whether it's a okay. Now see here. So this one is done. So this one is done. This step is done, right? We are going to check it, right? We are checking whether the button is visible or not. If condition visible or not, are checking. We are doing this first step. Okay. Then visible, what you need to do it, guys? You need to click on the register and do the registration. You need to click on the register and do the registration. Okay. Now see here, guys. Here I have a button. I'm going to log out this. I have a button like this, register. What it has to click on this register and it has to enter the details. You know how to write the code for this test case for this, clicking on this. So same test case I have written here. You can see here. It is going to X means it is going to click X, or you can mention click also. Anything is correct, guys. Then it is going to register these two things. Now see here, this one and this one. I am going to copy this. I am going to keep in then. In the then we are going to see here this. In then what we are going to do it? We are going to click on register and do the registration. Okay. Now see here, guys. These two steps you can see here. In the then, see here, guys. If you want, you can mention here click. Register means you can mention here click. Click you can mention. Or directly if you are going to keep the X also, it will click this. If directly I can keep the X also, it will click. You can use click or you can use X. Anything. See, register also I kept this X. X also will work and click also will work this. X also will work and click also will work. Okay. Till now, two steps I have done it, guys. I have done two steps. What are the two steps I have done it? If this button is
Condition
active,
and then.
yeah, this only these two has been done. We'll try to execute
Yes.
and see this. We'll try to execute and see this case once. See here. So this one is if condition then without else. If condition and then without else also we can see it. Okay. If condition and then without else also we can see it, guys. Now see here. If condition then, so then we are going to use the else. If else. Okay. Now see here. Only these two things has been done. I'll try to execute case. I'll try to execute this. I'll go here to the test case. Only I have entered condition and I have mentioned then. Okay. Now I'll try to execute this test case. Else I did not give anything, guys. Else I did not give anything. Till now I did not give anything in else. So just I am executing the test case. So this I need to open and keep the browser, guys. I did not give any open browser or something. So I'm going to open the browser and keep it. I'm going to open the browser and keep it. Just I open this browser, I keep it. I did not give any open browser or something. Okay. I'm going to right click. I'm going to run in Scratch. So it is going to click on register. It has to enter the detail. So this is working fine. This is working fine. Okay. Now it has been logged inside. The page is logged inside, guys. Now the page is logged inside. Now I am going to execute again, guys. Now I'll try to execute again. See, if the page is log out and other page is available, it can able to do the registration. Now the page is inside. See, there is a logout here. Everything. Now I'll try to execute this. The same thing. I'll try to execute this. It will execute or not, guys?
Not
It will
execute, sir.
it will not execute because we need to mention the else condition here. We need to mention the else condition here. See here. We need to mention the else condition. Okay. It is not executing. Okay. See here. Else. Directly it will go to the else. It does not do anything here. See, the condition fails. The condition failed here. Here itself the condition failed. Okay. No properties or something. So see here. You can see the into mark here. Guys. You can see the into mark here. Okay. Now see here, guys, it will go to the else condition, it will not execute. So the page will be, it is in the same page. It is in the same page. Now what I need to do, it means I want Tosca to click on logout first. Then it has to click on register. Then it has to do the registration. So that is the else page what we are doing. It has to click on logout first one. Then it has to click on register and do the registration, guys. For this one, the same code I am going to keep it in the else. Same code I am going to keep it in else. In the else I am going to keep the code base. So else I'm copying this code, same code, I'm going to paste it there. You can see in the else, guys, what I am pasting here. You know this code, so that only I'm copying and pasting, guys. See here, first one, what it is going to do it, guys, here. What it is going to do it here, log out. Second one, second step, 3 steps. It is going to click on register. What is the third step? It is going to enter the details. It is going to enter the details. Now I'll try to execute the entire condition, guys. I'm trying to execute the entire condition what we have done here. So condition 1, I have if condition, this entire thing, guys. You can see once now, you can understand here what I have done it from starting. See here, guys, if condition. Here first I am going to check whether this button is true or not. So visible, register button is visible or not. If it is visible, click on register. Then enter the details, mail, name, all these things you need to enter. Okay. If this button is okay, not visible, what it has to do, it has to go to the else. You can see from else what it has to do with the else. First it has to click on logout, then it has to click on register, then it has to enter all the details and click on register. Getting or not, this getting the logic?
Getting, sir.
Okay. Now I am trying to execute this. I am trying to execute this. Sorry, you don't have the browser, I think so. Okay. I'm going to log in and keep it, guys. So it has to log out. Okay, this time I'm going to execute. I'm going to log in and keep it. Now I'm going to execute this. It has to log out first, then it has to click on the register, then it has to fill the details. It is going to enter the details. It is going to click on register. So it's doing, guys. It's doing. Again, see here, again I'm going to execute. It has to log out. See here, again I'm going to execute this. First it has to log out. Run in Scratch. Yeah, it has to do the details like this. It is going to click on register. It is going to click on register. Okay.